Good morning and welcome to the 2017 BC Hockey Bantam Tier 4 Championship webinar. Thank you for taking some time out of your morning and joining us. What we want to do today is just go over some information to make sure you're fully prepared and ready to go for the championship that's going to be hosted in Revelstoke. The host committee there has done a fantastic job in planning, and they're excited for everyone to get up there for the event. So like I said, we'll go through some information here. At any point, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat function. We'll get the questions in there and we'll answer them all at the end, and no, it should be good. So I should introduce myself. My name is Sean Orr. I work with BC Hockey in our events and leagues department. So I've been working with our groups for the past 6 or 7 months, and everyone's very excited and eager to get going with the games. So the first piece of information that's very valuable for you is to look for the host package for the championships. If you go to the BC Hockey website, you click Programs, and you select Championships, go to Host Info, the tab across the top, you'll see it. Scroll down and select the PDF file for the Bantam Tier 4 Championship. This document is going to be full of information that's going to help and prepare you for the event in Revelstoke. It's going to include information on the facility, hotels, restaurants, medical information, even down to where your skate sharp and supplies within the town. So the host has done a great job of putting this information together, and it should serve as a great resource for you. I would highly recommend having a copy accessible the entire time you're there, either saved on your computer or printed out. Just in case something comes up, it's a quick, you can flip to it and look something up, and you'll be good to go. On top of that, the contact information for the host committee is in there. So that's all put in place, and I'm sure you've been in contact with them. If not, like, reach out, make sure they know who you are and they have your contact information. But no, like I said, make sure you have that, review the host package. I'm sure most of you have, but we just want to reiterate the importance of that. The schedule. So the Bantam Tier 4 is a 6-team event. So to access the schedule, you again go to the Championships webpage, you click Schedule Scores at the top, and you'll see that graphic at the top left corner. That's what it'll take you to. You select Bantam Tier 4. And then it'll provide you with a schedule, which you can see on the right. That's not the schedule for your event. This is a general one, but that's what your schedule will look like. And as well, the information will be posted on the BC Hockey mobile app, and there we'll have a little bit more detail, not just the score. We'll have statistics for almost like a score mobile, so people will be able to follow along that aren't able to be in attendance. So with the Tier 4s, it's a 6-team event. So a 6-team event is one pool of all 6 teams. So you're looking at playing 5 round-robin games over the course of 3.5 days, with the teams that are ranked first and second will play in the gold medal game in the evening of the 4th day. So obviously it's a lot of hockey in a short amount of time, but this is really the only schedule that fits when you have 6 teams attending. So check out the schedule on the website, make sure you're familiar with it, and you'll be set and good to go. The certified roster. This is a really important one that we wanted to point out and make sure everyone double checks and is fully ready to go coming into the event. To access the certified roster, you just log into the HCR and go to your team. And what you're going to want to do is double check to make sure everyone is approved, and that people that are approved are the ones that are attending the championship. This goes for players and team staff. If a player or coach are listed as ineligible, they are not allowed to participate during the championship. And on top of, so by checking this now before you get there, you'll know exactly where you stand prior to the event. This is then going to be checked by our BC Hockey representative on the day before the championships as part of the coach managers meeting. So By checking it now, you make sure you're set. It won't be an easy task for you then to review and sign off on the roster. We just want to make sure everyone's very aware and taking a second look at this to make sure that we have only players eligible to participate are taking part. The equipment checklist. Again, this is another important element that by taking the time beforehand to double check saves a lot of any issues that may come up when you're at the championship. So the equipment checklist can be found by going to the home page of the championships. So you go there, you scroll all the way to the bottom, and then you're going to see the equipment checklist. So you see it there. It's a link to a PDF document. The PDF document's on the right. And this is the condition or the expectation of what all player equipment will need to be in for the championships. So our host rep or officiating supervisor will do the checks prior to your first game with each player. By sending this to your parent group now, it'll make it much easier to deal with any issues, to correct them, and ensure that all players are good to go. We don't want to have to be in a situation where we're scrambling right before a game to correct something. So by taking the time to make sure everyone is good this week, saves a lot of headaches and scrambling around when you're on site right before the start of the first game. So again, please check it out. Please send it to your parent group and make sure everyone is aware of this. The coach managers meeting. So this meeting takes place the day before the first day of the championship. It's organized by the host committee. It is chaired by the BC Hockey representative. The host committee chair will be there, as well as the officiating supervisor. And it's mandatory that one person from each team attends this. We highly recommend the coach and the manager both attend the meeting. It's about 30 minutes in length. The meeting will be chaired by or run by the BC Hockey representative. What they're going to do is provide you with all the details for the event, go through, make sure everyone's fully aware of the expectation. It's an opportunity to ask any questions, make sure you as a team are prepared and understand heading into it. The host committee chair, they're there to be a resource. They're there to provide information on logistics, facility, how things are going to function, because they've been the ones serving as the lead and planning this event for the past 6 months. And then the officiating supervisor is going to be there to provide you with the rule emphasis, the officiating standards that they're looking at, no different than it's been all year. As well, they'll confirm that we're playing under Hockey Canada playing rules. There's no overtime in the round robin games. The only time overtime could be considered is in the gold medal game. The overtime format, again, per Hockey Canada, you go right to a 10-minute sudden death overtime. If no one scores, there's a flood, then a 20-minute period, and so on until someone scores. So those are the rules and the format that we'll play under. The tie-breaking procedure, which will be clarified by the BC Hockey rep, is available under Section 8 of the BC Hockey Policy Manual. It'll indicate what procedure, if needed, will be used if there are teams tied within the standings at the conclusion of the round robin. So all this information will be covered during this meeting, and making sure everyone is up to speed and knows what they need to know before the competition starts. Finally, a very important element, like I said, the host has done a fantastic job preparing a great event for all the players. One thing that we require is that the players, the coaching staff, as well as the parents all sign off on the Fair Play Code. And the Fair Play Code is going to set the expectations of how we expect everyone to act on and off the ice for the duration of the event. We want to create a positive environment for everyone. We want this to be a great experience for the players, and by having everyone read and understand the Fair Play Code, it allows them to understand what the expectations are being placed on them and what actions that they should be taking around the event. So this will be provided to you and we signed off as your team. That's it. Though these are the really important elements that we want to touch on. We want to spend the 15 minutes with you this morning to make sure you're fully aware, and we've hopefully reaffirmed anything you already know, and we've touched on just to make sure it's a smooth and a great event for everyone. Are there any questions at this point? Okay, hearing none or seeing none of the chat function, you can always email championships@bchockey.net, and someone will get back to you right away. So again, thank you for your time this morning. I hope you have a great time in Revelstoke, and it's a wonderful experience for all the players.